Hi guys, so I've just got another 30-minute video for you today. Today we're going to focus on the core in our yoga class, but before we start, let's come and sit onto our mat. Sitting nice and comfortably, maybe sit on a cushion or a block, up to you. Sitting evenly on our tailbones, we just relax our hands onto our knees, spine nice and tall, and just bring your eyes to a soft close. We're going to take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Take this time to commit yourself to your yoga practice today. Forget about anything that's already happened, anything you've still got left to do. Just focus on being here right now. I'm going to get you to inhale for 2 breaths, hold for 2 breaths, and exhale for 2 breaths. Breathing in 2, hold 2, exhale 2. Now for 3, breathing in 1, 2, 3, hold 2, 3, exhale 2, 3, in 2, 3, hold 2, 3, exhale 2, 3. Now for 4, in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Now in your own time, bring yourself back to your natural breath. Feel the ribs expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. Take this time to think of 3 things you're grateful for today, whether that's a person, a situation, or something that's happened. Maybe just that the sun is shining today. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes to a soft gaze. Okay, so we're going to start in our child's pose today, guys. Knees apart, feet together, and you're going to sit yourself all the way back. Stretch those arms out in front of you, resting your forehead onto your mat. Nice deep breaths into any tight spots in the hips or lower back. Really breathe into those ribs, letting them stretch and expand. And exhale, let that tension go. Our next breath, we walk our hands over to the left side. Really pull back through the side of the body. Breathe into the side of the ribs, feeling that stretch under the armpit. Exhale, let that tension go. Inhale, we walk our hands over to the other side. Really pull back through the body. Exhale, let that tension go. Inhale, back over to the other side. See if you can come a little bit further this time. Breathing nice and deep in and out. Exhale, we walk our hands over to the other side a little bit further if we can. Really send that breath into the side of the body. Exhale, let it all go. Our next breath, we bring our hands back to the center. This is your child pose. If you need a rest at any time today, please take this pose. One more breath here. Our next inhale, we look towards the hands. Bring our body weight forward. We bend the knees, coming onto our hands into our tabletop. So spread your hands nice and wide, fingers wide. Hands come under shoulders, knees under hips. As we exhale, we drop our head and tail to the ground into cat pose. Inhale, put the tail and head up to the sky into cow. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, tail and chest up to the sky into cow. 2 more times using your own breath. And really warming through every single vertebra from the tip of the tail to the top of the head. And when you're ready, come back to your tabletop. We're going to turn our fingertips to face our knees and try to press the heels of your hands into the mat. Slowly, we're just going to gently come forward. Exhale, sit back. We're trying to keep the heels of the hands onto the ground, stretching out our forearms, warming our wrists. And only go as far as comfortable. You should feel a nice stretch. You shouldn't feel any pain. Good. Then we're going to turn our fingertips to face each other. We're just going to gently rock side to side, just warming through our wrists. And then we turn our hands back to normal, fingertips pointing away from us. We're going to slowly circle to the right, keeping that circle small to start with. And as we get warmer, we take that circle wider and start to really press into our wrists, our hips, our shoulders, anywhere that feels tight. Really, really press into it. If you're holding any tension, maybe just give your head a little nod or a shake and let that tension go. And when you feel ready, start to circle the other way, getting out all those creaks and crunches. Good. Then we come back to the center. Our left hand is going to come underneath our face. We inhale the right hand up to the sky. As we exhale, we thread our right arm underneath our left, come onto that shoulder and walk our top arm forward into our threaded needle. Take a nice deep breath into the backs of the shoulders. And your next breath, walk that top arm back to the shoulder and press yourself all the way back up. This time our right hand comes in line with our face and we inhale the left hand up to the sky. Exhale, we thread our left arm underneath the right, come onto that left shoulder and walk the top arm forward into our threaded needle. Trying to keep the hips in line with the knees, try not to sit too far back or too far forward. Really feel that nice twist through the body. Our next breath, we walk that top arm back and press back into our tabletop. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, press the heels of your hands into the mat. We're going to tuck our toes under, press our tailbone up to the sky, really lengthening the spine. We're just going to press one heel towards the mat and then the other, warming through the backs of the legs, the calves, the feet, the sciatic nerve. Really get some movement through there. And when you feel ready, start pressing both heels towards the mat. Keep pressing that tailbone up to the sky, keep lengthening that spine, and keep pressing away with your hands. Really activate those shoulders, squeezing them. It's more important to have a straight spine than straight legs. So if you need to take a slight bend in your knees, you're more than welcome. 2 more breaths here, in and out. Our next breath, we look towards our hands, step or walk the feet forward. As we inhale, we're slowly going to rise vertebra by vertebra. Head is the last thing to come up. And our shoulders roll up, back and down. Good. So facing forward, we interlock our hands. Keep our feet together too. Push our fingertips up to the sky. We're going to look towards our toes and come up onto our toes, squeezing those inner thighs together, getting the core, and slowly come down. Inhale. The palms come together. You're going to lengthen the spine. As we exhale, we tip over to the left side, trying to keep the chest as open as possible. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. Exhale, over to the other side, keeping our body as open as possible. Exhale, all the way up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, really press that right hip out to the side, pushing the left fingertips to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, last time. Inhale, lengthen. Release the arms and roll the shoulders up, back and down. So we're going to come towards the top of our mats, ready for our 7 salutations. Our big toes are together, our heels are slightly apart. We inhale, hands come all the way up to prayer. And we exhale, we fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, straightening the back of the legs and the spine. Maybe you bring your hands onto your shins if you need to. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands and step back into your high plank. We want to stay in one strong, long line. Try not to dip the back or push the bum up. We want to be strong. If this is too much for you, come onto your knees. We're going to lower down through our chaturanga. Our elbows stay close to our ribs. We scrape the sides like a grasshopper. Inhale, cobra. We're starting with quite a nice deep bend in the elbows, keeping the elbows into the side. We press the shoulders down and we look forward. Exhale, tuck the toes under and press back to your down dog. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Maybe give your head a nod or a shake if you need it. Push your heels into the ground, keep lengthening through the spine. Your gaze is towards your belly button and your feet are hip width apart. Keep breathing. Exhale, let that tension go. Our next breath, we look between the hands, step or walk the feet forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, brace the belly. Rise all the way to the top. Hands to prayer and prayer to your heart. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Lengthen the backs of the legs, lengthen the spine. Maybe your hands come onto your shins. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands and step back into your high plank. Knees or toes up to you. We're going to lower down through our chaturanga, but we're going to stop halfway. So keep those elbows in to the side, control, control, and come all the way down. Inhale, cobra, a little bit higher. Still pressing those shoulders down, shining the heart space forward. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press back to your down dog. 3 breaths here, in and out. Keep pressing, keep activating the shoulders, keep lengthening that spine. Most important, keep breathing. Breathe into anywhere that feels tight, and as you exhale, visualize that tension leaving your body. Our next breath, we look between the hands, step or walk the feet forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, brace the belly, rise all the way to the top, hands to prayer and prayer to your heart. Last time, inhale. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands and step back into your high plank. Knees or toes up to you, we lower down through chaturanga, tummy last to touch. Inhale, cobra, coming all the way up, press those hips down into the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes under, back to your down dog. This time, 1 breath here, in and out. Our next breath, we inhale the right foot up to the sky, really press that left heel into the mat. As we exhale, we bring our right knee to our left elbow. Inhale, right foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right foot up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. See if you can hover it there for a few seconds. Good. Inhale, up to the sky. Release back to your down dog. Take 1 breath here, in and out. Our next breath, we inhale, left foot up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left foot up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. See if you can hover it there. Good. Inhale, left foot up to the sky. Exhale, back to your down dog. 1 breath here, in and out. Our next breath, we look between the hands, step or hop the feet forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, brace the belly. Rise all the way to the top. Hands to prayer and prayer to your heart. Good. Okay. So we're going to come into our sun salutation B now. So big toes together, heels slightly apart. This time as we inhale, we sit all the way back, sweep the sides of our feet and sit into our chair pose at Utkatasana. Squeeze the inner thighs together, shine the heart space forward and look between the hands. See if you can tuck that tailbone under a little bit and sit all the way back. Good, keep breathing. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine and backs of your legs. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands and step back into your high plank. We're going to come down through our chaturanga of choice. Maybe if you're more advanced, you want to do your one-legged one. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under and press back to your down dog. One breath here, in and out. And next breath, we inhale, right foot up to the sky. As we exhale, we bend that top leg, looking underneath our right armpit. Inhale, bring that right foot up to the sky. Exhale, we curl the right knee towards the nose. Step the right foot between our hands. Back foot turns 45 degrees. We square the hips. We come into our warrior one. So just look down and check that your knees in line with your foot, not folding in or out. Check that your hips are really square and your arms are long and strong. Keep breathing. So from here, we interlink our hands behind our back, really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Relax the head. Inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Come all the way up into warrior one. Exhale, flip those arms down towards the mat. Step back into your high plank. From here, we lower down through our chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Back to down dog. One breath here, in and out. Our next breath, we inhale our left foot up to the sky. Exhale, bend that top leg, looking into the left armpit. Really feel that nice twist through the body. Inhale, point the left foot up to the sky. Exhale, we curl the left knee towards our nose, step the left foot between our hands. Back foot turns 45 degrees, we square the hips and come into our warrior one. And just take this time to check your alignment. Check that the knees folding in or out. Your hips are as square as possible. And that back foot is 45 degrees, so our toes are pointing towards the top right-hand corner of our mat. So from here, we interlock our hands, press our chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You're welcome to stay here. If you want, come with me for a forward fold. Keep breathing. Our next breath, we squeeze those shoulder blades together. Come all the way back up into warrior one. Exhale, float those hands down and step back into your high plank. We come down through our chaturanga of choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press back to your down dog. 2 breaths here, in and out. Our next breath, we look between the hands, step or hop the feet forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the sides of the feet, and sit back into Utkatasana. That's it, good. Keep breathing. Exhale, come all the way up. Hands to your heart. Well done. So grab a drink if you need one. Remember, you can always take a rest in child's pose. We're going to come into our first sequence today, guys. So we stand towards the top of our mat, feet together. We're going to step back on our right foot into our high crescent lunge. Now again, check that knees in line with the foot. Check that hips nice and square, and you want to tuck the pelvis under so you get that nice stretch in that back quad. Arms are long and strong. Now if you're well and challenge yourself, sink a little deeper. That's it, you got it. So from here, we're going to transfer our weight forward into our warrior three. So we're aiming to get a T shape with our body. Now don't worry if you don't get as far as that. Good. I've got a little bend in my knee because I don't want to lock my knee out. But you're welcome to have a straight leg. Exhale, step back into that high crescent lunge. Turn the back foot parallel with the back of your mat. We open our arms out into our warrior two. So just look behind you, check your back middle fingers in line with your front middle finger. Shoulders pressing down away from the ears. And make sure this front knee hasn't started to come forward, it keeps pressing back. Keep breathing in and out. Our next breath, we reverse our hands, back hand comes onto back thigh. We inhale the left hand up to the sky. Really breathe into the front side of your body. Exhale, let all that tension go. If you've got back problems, stay here. If you want to take this further, inhale the top fingers up even higher. Exhale, sink back deeper. If it's in your practice, perhaps you take a bind with that top hand. And then release back up. And come back to warrior two. So from here, we're going to straighten that front leg. Imagine someone putting your front finger forward towards the wall. We drop our hand into our trikonasana or triangle. So if you are tight in your hamstrings, maybe you come up onto your knee or thigh. Remember, it's more important to keep that front leg straight than to touch the floor. Your top arm, you want to keep that shoulder open as much as possible. Imagine you're a piece of toast in your toaster, and if it's in your practice, look up towards your hand. If you're finding it tricky to balance, try and squeeze those inner thighs together. Most important, keep breathing wherever you are. From here, we're going to circle our top arm behind us. It comes forward and lifts us all the way up. We turn both feet parallel. So we're going to interlink our hands behind us, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and as we exhale, we fold all the way forward. Now we're trying to keep our weight forward into our toes, and we keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Every time we exhale, we relax and see if our hands will fall a little bit further over our head. Keep breathing. Our next breath, we squeeze those shoulder blades together, come all the way back up, release the hands up. We turn our right foot to the back of the mat, release the back heel into our high crescent lunge on the other side. So once again, guys, check that your front knee is in line with that front foot, not folding in or out. Check that that hip is as square as possible and you're tucking under. Sink if you want to take that a little bit deeper. Keep breathing. From here, we're going to bring our body weight forward into our warrior three. So you're aiming for that T shape. Trying to keep those hips parallel with the mat. The eyes of the hips facing the mat. Exhale, step back onto that left foot into your high crescent lunge. Good, well done. Turn that back foot parallel with the back of the mat and open out into warrior two. Once again, check that back middle finger's in line with the front middle finger. Check that front leg is bent and your knee is still pressing out over the foot, not folding in. So from here, we reverse our arms. Keep breathing in and out. If you want to take that further, inhale the top fingers higher. Exhale, sink back deeper. Maybe you want to have a play today and take the bind with the top hand. Still working to keep that top shoulder open. Inhale. Come back to warrior two. So we straighten that front leg. Imagine someone pulling the front hand forward. And we drop into our trikonasana on the other side. Keep breathing in and out. Remember, check that front leg is straight. Keep pushing your left hip to the left side of the room. Really feel that nice stretch on the inside of the thigh. Our next breath, we circle our top arm behind us. It comes round to the front and lifts us all the way up. Our feet are parallel. So really lengthen up nice and tall. And as we exhale, we fold all the way forward. And walk your hands behind you as far as comfortable. I'm just going to come to the side to demonstrate the spine for this one, guys. So from there, we're going to walk our fingertips out. Maybe use a block if you've got a block. You really want to aim for your spine being as long as possible. So if I put my hands on the floor, I've got to bend. I want to lengthen through the spine. Our left hand comes underneath our face and we inhale the right hand up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, right hand comes up. Really feel that nice stretch on the inside of the left thigh. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, all the way down. Bring our hands onto our hips. We use weight, come all the way back up. We turn our left foot forward to the top of our mat and we step the feet in together. Well done, your first sequence. Okay, we're going to do our last sequence for today. So feet together, inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands and step back into a high plank. Coming down, knees, toes, one-legged, whichever chaturanga you wish. We'll lower down with control, keep those elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Push back to your down dog. One breath here, in and out. Our next breath, we inhale, right foot up to the sky. Really press that left heel into the mat. This time as we exhale, the right knee comes to the outside of the right wrist as we come into our pigeon pose. We bring our back leg in line with our back hip. Now a lot of people, what they do is they have their knee too far in, so I'll just demonstrate for you. Your knee should be on the outside of the wrist there, okay? So if you have tight hips or knees, you're going to place your block under your right hip. We inhale to lengthen. And we exhale and come all the way down as far as comfortable. And when you feel that's enough of a stretch, you just take a breath in and out. Really breathe into all those tight spots. Exhale, visualize that tension leaving your body. Pigeon's one of those poses when you start to get into your head. I want you to get out of your head and into your body. Send that breath into any tight spots. Exhale, let that tension go. Our next breath, we slowly start to walk our hands up. Now it's time for a bit of brain yoga, guys. So we're going to keep our right knee, our front leg, exactly where it is. And we're going to turn our body to the left. So we turn our body to the left. And that right shin is now behind us. And it's parallel, creating this right angle. You're going to bring your weight onto your right hand and lift your left hand up. So if I demonstrate from the side, you're in this position. Now it's up to you, choose whichever option you want. You can stay here. Maybe you lift that back leg. And if you want, see if you can hover it a little bit. Good. We're just going to crunch in if we wish. If you want to take this further, we crunch our left knee to our left elbow. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. One more time. Good. From there we place the hand down, tuck the toes under, coming into our high plank. We're coming down for our vinyasa, or you're welcome to have a rest in child's pose. So we're going to stay there for 3 breaths, in and out, either in your child's pose or in your down dog. If you are in your down dog, remember it's an active pose. You want to keep pressing with your hands, keep those fingers spread nice and wide, and keep pushing your heels towards the mat, lengthening that spine, most important. If you're in your down dog, I invite you to come back. If you're in your child pose, I invite you to come back into your down dog. Our next breath, we look between the hands, step or hop the feet forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, all the way up. Hands to prayer and prayer to your heart. Other side, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, plant those hands, step back into your high plank. We come down through the chaturanga of your choice. Nice and controlled, elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Press back to your down dog. One breath here, in and out. Our next breath, we inhale, left leg up to the sky. And as we exhale, we drop that left leg behind us, looking underneath our left armpit. Really feel that nice opening of the body. Inhale, point those left toes up to the sky. As we exhale, we bring our knee to the outside of our left wrist. And we come all the way back into our pigeon on the other side. Check behind you, your right leg's in line with your right hip. Really try and square yourself up as much as possible. This time our block will come underneath our left hip. So we inhale, lengthen up. And as we exhale, we slowly start to lengthen all the way down, resting when you feel comfortable. If coming down is too much for you, stay up, whatever suits you and your body. Keep breathing in and out into those tight spots, maybe in the hips. And as you exhale, really feel all that tension leaving your body. Our next breath, we slowly start to walk our hands up. We're ready for our brain yoga again, guys. So your left knee stays where it is, and we turn our body to the right. Okay, so now our left shin is parallel with our body, and we're pushing our hips forward into our side plank. Now you're welcome to stay here if you want to take this further. You lift that right leg off the floor. Maybe if you want to challenge yourself, you hover a little bit. Now if you want to take this even further, we crunch the right elbow to the right knee. Exhale as you come in, inhale as you lengthen. 2 more times. Exhale to crunch, inhale to lengthen. Our next breath, we come back into our high plank. And you can either have a rest in child's pose or come with me for vinyasa. So child's pose or down dog, up to you, 3 breaths in and out. If you're in your child's pose, I invite you to come back into your down dog. So in our down dog, we're going to bring our right hand to the outside of our left ankle and try and pull yourself through if you can. Keep pressing into the ground with your left hand. Good, and bring that right hand back to the mat. Our next breath, the left hand comes to the outside of the right ankle. And release back to the mat. We're just going to bring ourselves forward into our plank. Then press back into our down dog. 2 more times, forward into our plank, back into our down dog. Last time, and back into our down dog. So getting nice and comfy in our down dog pose, we're going to keep our hands exactly where they are and just bring our forearms and our elbows onto the mat into our dolphin. So if you can, slowly tiptoe your fingers forward. We're trying to keep the head off the mat. Keep pressing through with your arms. And if that's all you've got, that's fine, no problem. Keep pressing. 1 more breath. Good. Bend the knees. Keep the knees together and press back into your down dog with thighs together. Deep breath in and out. Our next breath, we look forward, tuck the toes under, back to your down dog. Last one. Deep breath in and out. We look between the hands, step or hop the feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, brace the belly, rise all the way to the top. Hands to prayer and prayer to your heart. Good, well done guys. So we're just going to come into our balance for today. Just really spread your right toes out as wide as you can, feeling really grounded. Now find a spot in front of you that doesn't move and look at it. That's going to be your focus point. We're going to hug our left knee into our chest. Now if this is enough for you, stay with the bent leg. Our right hand comes on the right hip, and we can either open out our left knee, or if you want to take this further, hold on to the outside of the left foot and straighten that leg. Try and lift out of the hips, and if you can, open your leg out to the side. And when you're ready, bring it back. Release, try and hold that leg up, 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 and slowly lower down. Well done, give it a little shake. Okay, we spread those left toes out. So guys, if you have bad balance, make sure you've got a wall to hold on to, or just stick to the bent knees. You can get better, you just need to practice. Right, so we hug the right knee up, keep looking at that spot in front of you that doesn't move. Left hand comes onto hip. If you wish to just do it with the bent leg, we open out the bent leg. If you want to try take it further, we hold on to the outside of the right foot with the right hand and open out. Keep lifting out of the hip, keep breathing. Most important, don't hold your breath. Bring the leg back to the center. Release, try hold the foot up. And lower with control. Well done, shake it off. Good, okay. So feet come hip width apart. We're just going to roll down our spine from our head and neck, upper back all the way down. Take a nice bend in the knees, shake the head. Just holding onto the elbows, ragdolling side to side. And then holding onto your elbows behind your knees, try and bring your feet a little bit closer. Drop the head down. Every time you exhale, we're going to slowly start to lengthen our legs. Inhale, breathe into the backs of your legs, those sciatic nerves. Exhale, try and straighten up a little bit further. Keep the weight forward into the toes. Good, our next breath, release the hands onto the mat and come onto your knees. Okay, so we're sitting onto our knees if you can. Sit onto your heels, keeping the knees together. We put one hand on our left thigh and we bring the right knee back towards us. If you have problems with your balance, just bring that left arm out to the sides. Exhale, relax down. Right hand onto right thigh or out to the side. And we bring our left knee towards us. It's a really good stretch for the front of the shin. Great for runners. Exhale, release all the way down. And just sitting onto the side, release your legs out nice and wide. Sorry, nice and long. We're going to bend our knees up. We're going to get ready for our boat pose, guys. So you've got options in your boat pose. If you've got a bit of a bad lower back, I'll get you to hold on to the underneath of your thighs, behind your knees. We're just lengthening here in our spine, keeping our chest forward, our heart forward. If this is fine for you, we're going to release the hands. And if you want to take this further, we lengthen the legs. You pick whichever option suits you. We're going to go for a couple of breaths here. You should be shaking in your core. That's a good sign. Keep breathing, keep squeezing, keep smiling. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and push your back to the back of the room. And next breath, we come back up. So we're going to row our boat this time. So if this is enough for you, you stay here. If you want to take this further, you can have bent legs or straight legs. We're going to row our boat side to side. So we're going to go for 7 breaths. So 5, 6, well done, nearly there. And 7. Give yourself a hug. Push your back to the back of the room. And come all the way up. So our last one, guys, our boat to our canoe. I promise it's a thing. So again, if you need more assistance, you hold on to the back of your thighs as you lengthen out. If you're fine, you release your hands. If you want to challenge yourself, you release your hands. We're going boat to canoe. So we go for 7 when you're ready. Let's go. Keep breathing, try not to hold your breath. Nearly there. 6, last one. 7, well done, give yourself a little hug. Good, okay, release those legs out in front of you. Lengthen from your upper back, inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. So then try and keep the backs of the knees into the mat. Your hands maybe fall onto your thighs, your knees, your shins, your feet, whatever suits you. Keep breathing into any tight spots. Inhale, keep the hands where they are, lengthen your spine, look up to the sky. And exhale, pull yourself further a little bit more. Inhale, slowly release and come all the way up. So we're going to come into our shoulder stand today, guys. There are a couple of options. If you're new to shoulder stand or maybe have lower back issues, all I'm going to get you to do is bring your hands out to crucifix position. And we're just going to bring our legs up, flexing our feet. If you can do this against a wall, that's great. It just gives you a little bit more support. For anyone that's more practiced in shoulder stand or used to shoulder stand, we're going to roll up into our shoulder stand. So we roll up, hands come on towards the kidneys, elbows facing towards each other. We point our toes all the way up, core nice and strong. What we don't want is our feet to come over our head too much. We want to stay nice and tall, using the core. Couple of breaths here. Now if it's in your practice today, maybe you take a plow. So for your plow pose, you bring the feet behind you. And if you can, interlock the hands and press the pinkies into the ground. Nice deep breaths in and out. Try not to look to the side, keep looking forward. Now if you want to come back into your shoulder stand, hands come on to the back. We lift the legs up with control. Good, keep breathing. We bend our knees and slowly come all the way down. Good. So bring our knees into our chest. Keeping them together, we gently circle them to the right, massaging out the lower back, the sacroiliac joints, the hips. And when you're ready, circle them the other way. Good. So we're going to bring our feet down and roll onto our tummy. Okay, so onto our tummy now, guys. Our right hand comes into our right shoulder and we bend the right leg. We're going to twist over to the opposite side, so towards our left. We're really feeling that nice stretch on the inside of the left shoulder. And feel that nice opening of the right hip. Keep breathing. Our next breath, we come back to the center. Straighten out that right arm. Our left hand comes to our left shoulder. We bend the left leg. And when you're ready, twist over to the right side. Feel that nice twist through the body, in and out. Our next breath, we come back onto our center. Hands come to shoulders, we just press up and bringing our elbows in front of us into our Sphinx pose. Push the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a couple of breaths here. Press into the ground. And when you're ready, tuck those toes under and push back to your child's pose one last time. Knees together or apart, up to you. And when you're ready, lying back onto your back. And we're getting ready for our Shavasana, guys. So we open our feet out to the outside edge of the mat. Arms come down by the sides of our body, palms facing upwards. Tuck the shoulders under if you can. And just gently close the eyes. Bring your attention back to your breath. Feel the ribs expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. Notice if you're holding any tension in your body, in your hips, your knees, your feet, your shoulders, your hands, your jaw, the area between your eyebrows. Acknowledge any tension and then just let it go. Allow your spine to feel supported by the earth. And just rest your eyes, rest your mind. Rest your muscles, let go. Now you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for 5 or 10 minutes at home, up to you. When you're ready, slowly start to bring attention back to your body. Keep those eyes closed. And just wriggle those toes, wriggle those fingers. Maybe gently rock your head from side to side. And keeping those eyes closed, just roll onto your side for a moment and rest there. And when you're ready, keeping those eyes closed, come and sit yourself up to a comfortable meditation position. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take this time to notice how your body feels after your yoga practice today. Do you feel more relaxed, more at ease, maybe just more even from side to side? And then remind yourself of the 3 things you're grateful for at the beginning of today's class, whether that's a person, a situation, or something that's happened. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes to a soft gaze and bring your hands to prayer. Thank you all for joining today's class. I really hope it helps bring some calm and clarity to the rest of your day and to your mind. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste.